Hello YouTubers, Evil back for another collection video. Today I'm going to show you off my Super Nintendo and the games and some of the peripherals I have. First, the Super Nintendo itself. I've had this since I was little already, maybe 8-9 years old. This is the original Super Nintendo I got with the Mario World. Here's a controller, and I also have the Super Nintendo mouse, which is used for Mario Paint. Painting with Mario. But I'll show off of my box games, then I'll go off to my loose cards, since I have more loose cards. Box games go first. First off, Tetris Attack, or Paddle Pong if you're in Japan. This game has nothing to do with Tetris, but it just uses the name. It's a really fun puzzle game. Like, you would have never known there was Yoshi themed by looking at the box, but this game is Yoshi themed. If you ever played Pokemon Puzzle League for the N64, it's basically that, but for Super Nintendo. Next we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters. Essentially, this is a Street Fighter clone with Ninja Turtle characters throughout the box. This is actually pretty fun fighting game for Super Nintendo. I really like it. If you like Street Fighter, you would like it too. It's awesome. And notice that Ninja Turtles doesn't have the rating, the ESR rating code yet. This game came out before Mortal Kombat. So there you go. Next we have Tetris / Dr. Mario. Probably my best conditioned game. Has box for the box. It's Dr. Mario and Tetris. Fun, good time. You know, what else could be said? Next we have reproduction cart, Earthbound Uncut. This is not the original Earthbound cartridge. This is a reproduction cart. See, this is not the original. This is essentially some fan made it, got the original Japanese game and just dubbed it basically. So that's pretty cool. It's a lot cheaper alternative than the actual Earthbound, which is going around $200 now. So yeah. So now we'll move on to my loose cartridges, since that's it for my box games. Mortal Kombat 1. I got this when I was a little kid. A pretty fun game, but it's pretty outdated too, you know, compared to every other Mortal Kombat. And it's the Super Nintendo one. This one has no blood. Secret Evermore. This is an RPG similar to Secret and Mana, but actually I haven't really played this one. I've got this game along with 10 other games not too long ago for like basically 10 games for $100. This was one of those 10 games. I still haven't had the time to go through it. Along with those games was also this one, was Breath of Fire, another RPG. This one's done by Capcom. I haven't really played it too much. It's kind of like a side-scrolling RPG. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I haven't played really too many games like that. Another Capcom game, Captain Commando. If you ever play Marvel vs. Capcom 1 or 2, you chance to know you know Captain Commando. But this is his only game he really had. This is a beat 'em up game similar to like Final Fight. The arcade version of this game is a lot better, a lot more violent. You know, people die, people get ripped in half. Next we have Super Mario World. This is the game that came with my Super Nintendo when I bought it when I was little. Um, well, it's Super Mario World. It's one of the best Mario games ever made. Like next to Mario 3. Must have for your Super Nintendo. Mortal Kombat 3. Um, by far the best Mortal Kombat out of the trilogy for the Super Nintendo. I don't have Ultimate Edition with the extra fighters. It's the original cartridge. Um, Still epic. A lot of hours spent on this game. Cabal and Cyrax are like two of my favorite characters in the series. I'm kind of upset they took out Scorpion in the game, but whatever. Got smoke. Super Mario All Stars, the other must-have cartridge. Next to Mario World. Great collection of all the NES Mario games in one game. Sick. Now we get the red cartridge. Maximum Carnage, Spider-Man Venom. Very hard beat 'em up. I have never ever 100% beat this game. I've gotten up to Carnage once or twice in the past, but he's super cheap and he's kind of hard to beat. Killer Instinct, the original Killer Instinct. That's a cool fighting game, but it's not my cup of tea. I'd rather play Street Fighter over like Killer Instinct. But it's alright, Killer Instinct. I like it because it has a black cartridge. I like the different colored cartridges that Nintendo does. Next we have Earth Defense Force for the Super Nintendo. This is a really fun shoot 'em up. It's like a side-scrolling shoot 'em up. It's really fun. If you like shoot 'em ups. If you don't, then you might not have as much fun. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. This is another cartridge that came along with those random games I said earlier. I have not played this one. I'm not really into Final Fantasy, but it's cool to have in the collection. Star Fox, the original OG. The one of the few games that utilize the FX chips for the polygon graphics on the Super Nintendo. Fun game. It's definitely outdated, especially in comparison to Star Fox 64. Looking forward to the new Star Fox for the Wii U. We'll see how that goes. Star Fox Zero. Spider-Man and the X-Men. Very hard game. Cannot beat it. A living nightmare. Let me know if any one of you have ever beat this piece of travesty. What else we have here? Another RPG game. Wondrous Forms Yes 3, whatever. I don't know. Another RPG. Not really into this one. Just someone just gave this game to me. I haven't yet to mess around with it really. Not really into it. Another Spider-Man game for Super Nintendo. This one's based off the anime series from the 90s. It's kind of hard. The level designs is whatever. It's definitely pretty outdated, I think. Definitely not one of the better games. Superhero games weren't not the thing for the Super Nintendo unless they were beat 'em ups. Same with this game. This game is a piece of shit. I tried this is another game I got randomly, but this game sucks. It's like words cannot describe how I feel about this game. Let's leave it as that. If you play this game, you probably feel the pain. If not, whatever. Next we have Secret Mana. This game is pretty fun. This game is actually one of the few games on the Super Nintendo that is supported more than 2 controllers. So you can actually have 3-player co-op with this game. It's an RPG. It's pretty fun. I got into it a little bit. I have to go back and finish it one day. Street Fighter 2 World Warriors. Oh, so many hundreds of hours have gone into this cartridge alone. Let alone my other Street Fighter games for every other console I have. This game is a classic. This game got me into playing like video games. This game got me into playing fighting games. And which is the reason to this day which I'm still playing fighting games. And I'm still hyped for the new Street Fighter 5. Still waiting for that. I'm still waiting for that. Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. One of the sickest platformers on the Super Nintendo. You must play if you haven't. You know, I mean, Woolly World is better for the Wii U in comparison. But this is a must own for a Super Nintendo collection. Now we get into juicy stuff. Turtles in Times. So many retro nostalgic memories with this game. I recently did a playthrough on my channel of this game with Shocker. It's a really fun beat 'em up. I think this is the last good Ninja Turtle game had yet come out. Must own for your Super Nintendo if you have working on a Super Nintendo collection. Oh, we're coming to the bottom barrel here. Next we have Chrono Trigger. This is another game part of that pile I picked up from that one dude. This game is pretty fun. Art done by Akira Toriyama, you know, man responsible for Dragon Ball. This game has a lot of replay volumes, have multiple endings, have multiple things you could do that could screw up the game. It's really fun. It's really a unique experience every time you like mess around with it. Really expensive now too. Next, Mario RPG. Must have for the Super Nintendo. Mario's first take at an RPG game. It's really fun. I think it's one of the best RPG games on the Super Nintendo. Must have if you have a Super Nintendo collection. Next has to be. Oh, okay. Almost best to last. Well, next we have Link to the Past with the manual. No box, just the manual. I don't really even like Zelda. You know, it's one of my least favorite Nintendo franchises. I know, how dare I get 100 dislikes about this video just for saying that. But yeah, man, like. But if I had to play a Zelda game, it would probably be Link to the Past, cause I like the over-edited feel of a Zelda game better than that behind the shoulder thing. What they have Ocarina of Time and on and shit, you know. 2D Zelda I'm okay with. 3D Zelda I can't stand. Now the best for last. My favorite trilogy on the Super Nintendo. The Mega Man X trilogy. 1, 2, and 3. Probably the most expensive trilogy on my Super Nintendo in my collection. Mega Man X 2 and 3, a lot more expensive. X1 not so much, but 2 and 3, they're in the hundreds. You know, like all great games. 1 probably is my favorite because, in my opinion, it's the easiest out of the 3. But they're all great games. They're all fun, all challenging. You know, you can't go wrong with Mega Man. Capcom, you need bring back Mega Man in a good game. But yeah, this is pretty much all my Super Nintendo games of 2016 is where we are in now. 2016, this is all my Super Nintendo games. Of course, I'm gonna build up more as time goes on, but yeah, I hope you like the video, hit like, leave a comment, maybe I'll take any recommendations of what games you think I should add in my Super Nintendo collection, and check out some of my other videos. We are working more projects coming up on E-Log, so stay tuned. evil out.